or something. You babies down.
The combos?
Your dog food.
You sound like you're eating dog food. Luke was complimenting your hair.
I know, he told me.
Last night bowling.
Looks great,
It
man.
didn't look very good today.
Pretty fresh.
Looks great.
Thanks, man. Got a different product. I told
Mine's
you.
kind of a train wreck. I just keep the hat close.
You should have went to the gym with me today.
Well, if you would have went at 2, I was fucking ready.
Why weren't you ready at 3?
Because, dude, I had showered. I had put everything off. I had picked up food. I'm in my fucking car picking up food. I gotta watch this fucking Spider-Verse.
You could have got back by like 4 o'clock.
Well, Chase, I had shit to do, okay?
4 o'clock.
Punctual.
That movie's 2 hours long.
I need you
the
to be
podcast is
punctual.
starting at 8:30.
Punctuality.
I'll freaking puncture your
I thought I was
butt.
gonna be over here at 7. I didn't know we were gonna do so late.
Neither did I, honestly.
you said it.
I should have said, hey, let's do it at 7 and then showed up at 8:30.
Well, I mean, you basically
Like the
did.
dad pods?
Dad pods. Well, that was different. That was Gary. That wasn't me. Yeah, he was like, well, I gotta make dinner. I was like, well, shit. I'm not gonna go over there and wait for him to get there. It's stupid. You know?
Goodbye.
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 I taught Kia how to sit today. Took her 10 minutes.
Congratulations.
That's it. I was pumped.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, I know. It's like she was waiting for me to teach her something because she really doesn't know how to do shit.
Probably doesn't know her name very well.
Oh no, she's good.
We don't really call her Kiwi.
No, I call her anything that starts with a K. She gets pumped. KKK.
Anything in that tone of voice, you just shout. KK.
Oh, come here, come here.
She gets pumped. What you guys making upstairs? It smells.
Steak.
It does smell good.
That doesn't smell like steak. It smells like a pork.
That's steak.
Nah, it's like a.
Steak fajita.
You know,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Fajita.
it's got that
Chase knows
fajita
what pork
mix with
smells
it.
like.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the big dog and the big puppies. Also here, we're here to do a movie pod over Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's that Spider-Man animation movie that came out. That is fucking wonderful, dude. That is fucking wonderful. I'm rolling through it. We got Halrlon on, Alec Patterson for all those girls that want to hit him up on Facebook.
Been here before.
Wait, do people hit people up on Facebook? Is that an old man thing?
I don't know what you kids do.
Swipe right. Or,
Yeah, if you
right?
see him on
Yeah.
Is
Tinder,
that what you want?
Yeah.
he's over 6 foot, so I'm sure.
Oh yeah, she already gets.
You shallow girls are all over that. But at least he's got a good job and a good head on his shoulders, you know. All right, we're doing a movie review pod. So the way we do it is we have a most valuable character, a least valuable character, a quote, how well did it age, our favorite part, and then what else is there? The rate at the end, I guess.
Rating, rewatchable scale.
Yeah, rewatchable scale and the rate. Our scale's out of 3.
Both of them.
Both of them. Yeah, the rewatchable scale and the final tally of it. So, if it's 0, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I probably turned it off.
Can you give it a 0?
Yeah, you can give it a 0.
Yeah.
I thought a half would be the lowest.
No, I'll give it a 0. That's for damn sure. 1, I'll never watch it again. It was probably really bad. I probably finished it because it was a comedy and I thought it would get better or something. 1.5, average movie. You know, it's just an average movie. 2, that's a pretty good movie. I'd watch that.
Well, you go get that on the matinee.
What?
The matinee.
Yeah.
Like
Just
11 a.m.
Chase's brain started doing front flips when you said matinee.
And I was like, what's a matinee?
Go ahead, keep going.
Manta ray? Is that what you meant to say?
Fantasy.
And then 3 out of 3 it's an amazing film. It probably made me cry in some way or the other because
Cry?
of how good it was. Yeah, that's usually what happens in 3 out of 3 movies. I don't cry at 1 out of 3 movies. You know, like Marley and Me. Actually, that was probably about 2 out of 3. Never mind. I cry at a lot of stuff. All right. So initial thoughts on.
We should probably plug. You've completely forgotten how to host the show.
I have.
It's been a long off season.
Dude, I got a lot of shit going on in the chest right now. I'm coughing nasty stuff up.
Respiratory infection.
As long as it doesn't get up on my nose, I'm fine. You know.
Little bronchitis.
I'm fine with pneumonia and bronchitis. Just as long as I
With
don't.
pneumonia.
Just as long as I don't have a sinus infection. You know. Follow us at PSO Sports 1 on Twitter and Instagram, and then Point the Sports Opinions on everything else. Make sure you click on those SeatGeek links. The Jonas Brothers are coming in town, ladies and gentlemen. See, I get these emails. You know, that was the only one that looked good. So yeah, if you want to see Nick Jonas, Joe Jonas, and Jonah Hill Jonas
Kevin
perform.
It's kind of upsetting that you know all three Jonas Brothers.
You don't know Kevin? Can't forget Kevin.
I know Nick Jonas because he's got diabetes.
Listen,
That's a great way.
listen, you have 2 other siblings. How would you feel if they forgot one of them?
Hey, I can tell you right now, I don't know Corey's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been in my life for my entire life.
I mean, I have a problem remembering Nick's birthday, and it's on the same day as mine. So.
I can't even pull your guys' birthday out of my ass, you know.
I don't know.
And I hang out with you guys
Your
every
birthday
day.
Friday?
Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday.
Luke said it's Wednesday.
I don't know.
You guys both got freaking. Initial thoughts on the movie. What you guys think? Because I know you're really not big into like animation films and stuff. I can just tell. You know, like you don't watch anime.
Huh? I don't watch anime.
Yeah, like you and like I guess like
Not anymore.
you know animation's kind of.
What?
A weebo.
Yeah,
I'm not,
Weebo.
whatever that is.
Me and you are a little more
yeah.
cultured. We're into that kind of stuff. I want to hear what your first initial thoughts on the movie.
It was awesome, man. I watch, like, Disney movies are animated. Does that count?
Yeah, I
I watch
guess.
almost every Disney movie that comes
So I mean, first
Oh,
off,
shit.
this
Yeah.
animation style is completely
Completely different.
It was so
completely
sick.
different than anything I've ever
And
seen.
no, like, you probably are. Do you remember when the trailer came out for the first time for this movie? Were you
Yeah.
pumped about it? Or?
Oh, so I knew nothing about the Spider-Verse before.
Yeah, neither did I. I'm not a big comic book guy.
Yeah, comic
you know,
book,
I'm more of a film
Yeah,
kind of dude.
I can
you know.
follow the MCU pretty thoroughly, but
Oh yeah,
like I knew
but
nothing.
there's so many different versions of a comic book. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
like, sorry, I don't keep up with it.
I didn't know who Miles Michaelis was.
Miles Michael.
Oh, man, dude.
He's got
We
a-
normally do sports.
Sorry.
That's all right. Miles, what is it?
God, what's his
now
name?
you messed me up.
I
I
know.
forgot what it is. Miles Myers.
Michael Myers?
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know about him either. When I saw the trailer, I was like, this is gonna be a dud. Because I'm like, this is by Sony. It's coming out around the same time as was it Not Far From Home? Homecoming? Was it?
It came out.
It was during like
I think
some.
it came out a couple months before Homecoming. I'll fact check.
Yeah, and it's like it was coming out around the time the MCU was really starting to pick up, and they're getting in. Endgame definitely didn't come out yet, so like
No.
you're like in prime,
You're in the thick of it.
Marvel films, and you're Sony, which just released that poop shell of a movie in Venom, which I was fine with it. I thought Venom was a decent movie.
I have yet to see Venom.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But maybe we'll review that. But it was coming out right after Sony made that, and people, including myself, I was like, this is gonna be a shit show. Like this is gonna be horrible. But the visuals and everything in that movie were absolutely amazing.
Everything was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. It literally was like, it's like a 20. When did it come out? Last year? This year?
Last year.
Last year.
It's like a 2018 comic book. Like,
Yeah.
it really is. It's like a living, breathing comic book.
And like I was
That's what I
50-50
thought
on it at first, like, cause you kind of have to like get adapted to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
it's
you have
so-
I
to.
don't know. I was in.
So
From
I-
the
I
beginning?
went in with an open
I didn't kind of
mind.
like at first it's kind of like stop motion type.
yeah,
stuff,
it's
you know?
real clunky at first. All right, so we're looking at December 14th for the release date of this movie, and then
2018.
yeah, and then not Far From Home. Homecoming was July 7th. So what other
Yeah.
movie was out that time that we're thinking of?
I mean, still, it's in movie
still-
terms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
If it
if
was
you have two
before
movies
Endgame.
come out in the same year, it's usually that's a big deal. You
Yeah.
know, so, and then this movie just comes out and they have a pretty. I mean, the cast is.
I mean, that is a loaded cast right there.
Yeah, and they got what's his name from Nick Girl or
New
Nick?
Girl.
Yeah,
You got Nick from New Girl.
That
John,
was- I was pumped
John
about
Johnson?
that. I didn't even
Jake
know that till I looked
Jake
it up.
Johnson.
Jake
Yeah.
Johnson, yeah.
Yeah,
I knew right when I heard his voice. I was like, oh,
So
That's Nick.
The first time I watched it, I didn't know who it was until the very end of the movie. I was like, why the hell do
Yeah.
I know that voice?
And I just loved how fluent the plot was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like there wasn't any like oh you have to have like a time lapse in there to like make up for anything or no it was just
Yeah.
straightforward and like you never knew where it was gonna go. Like it didn't. They weren't in like one place too often, and I thought that was really cool how like smooth it was. I guess.
Stuff kind of started happening fast too. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
finds the original, the one that dies, Peter Parker.
That was and
he
that was
finds
a
that-
big. I didn't see that coming at all.
He
I was
finds him right
freaking
away.
out.
Yeah.
I liked how
long did-
Kingpin looked too.
Yeah,
He's
Kingpin
a
was-
goddamn brute.
Who does he resemble?
Kingpin?
Yeah.
Withington?
Not a real person.
Oh.
I don't know. I thought he looked like somebody else.
Well,
like
if
a
you play
villain like that.
the Spider-Man PS4 game, it looks like Kingpin.
Yeah. That's and I like Kingpin's one of my favorite like Spider-Man villains.
So
'cause
he's Fisk, right? Kingpin, who's Fisk?
What?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Well, wait, see, this is a problem here. We're not really that big of nerds about this kind of stuff. We're gonna get
I'm pretty
torched
sure-
on it.
Wilson Fisk?
I'm pretty sure he's Kingpin.
Kingpin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When it comes to like live action too, we've only seen Kingpin in what's it called? Daredevil. He was an antagonist.
Never
in
watched
there.
Daredevil.
Not the TV series, but the old one with Ben Affleck.
Oh
wow.
God, yeah, no.
Yeah, I think Kingpin was in there. I'm pretty
That was
sure.
A while back. Holy crap.
I think either that or Elektra. I don't know. It's something like that. But he was. You don't get to see Kingpin other than like the animated series
I mean, 'cause
in the, like the
I was
'90s.
gonna say, I feel like you're just gonna get a Bane aspect if you try to do a live action version. Of
Oh
it.
yeah,
just
like just get some
jack dude.
Yeah, just get some big ass dude to
Yeah.
go up there. But I like Kingpin as like he was basically the main villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Honestly,
so
he
first of
wasn't-
all, the amount of villains in this was it's awesome.
yeah,
it was really
oh
cool.
yeah,
I mean, I had a list of them pulled up.
Kingpin wasn't in the movie that much.
no,
No.
He disappeared for a while,
yeah.
and then he comes back.
Well,
But-
because they were throwing a lot of other stuff at him.
Right, no, yeah. But
You know.
his character
I
was
loved how Green Goblin looked.
Dude,
Yeah, that was
What
cool.
the hell was that? I was like, that's not Green Goblin. That's freaking Green Hulk.
I wouldn't have even known that was Green Goblin unless.
He kept calling him
Yeah.
Osborn. I was like,
Yeah.
Osborn.
Oh,
Well, Miles was like, "Is that Green Goblin?"
yeah.
But yeah, that looked awesome.
I mean, so then I also found out new villains in this movie too, like the henchman that was always with him. His
His uncle?
no, not his uncle.
I didn't know that guy at all.
Yeah,
Yeah. he was cool.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he was really cool, and that was one of the biggest plot twists I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be his dad. I thought his dad
That
was
would've
going to be
been
one of
real
the,
good.
Yeah, because I knew it had to have some like Uncle Ben aspect because every other Spider-Man in all the other universes lost somebody, and that's what Peter told him. He's like, yeah, we all
Which Peter?
Right.
Peter Parker or Peter B. Parker?
Peter B. Parker
Yeah.
did. Because, yeah, he was telling him how, like, right after his uncle died, after Kingpin shot him, he was like, yeah, we've all lost somebody.
Yeah.
We all, like, it was my Uncle Ben. And then somebody was like, oh, it was Peter for me, like, for
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gwen Stacy.
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah. Which I thought that was cool, too. How
So, yeah, I was talking
they
about-
worked that
Talk
into
about
it.
Tombstone. He's the dude.
Oh, yeah, Tombstone.
I
Yeah,
never-
he was in the animated series a lot, too.
yeah, I never watched the animated.
He was the
series.
pale dude.
Yeah, pale
Yeah.
dude had the guns. I love how they did Dr. Octavius.
You like that?
I thought she was.
I liked it.
I didn't like her at all.
I thought Liz Ock was so
Yeah.
awesome.
That was sick.
I hated
how
her.
she came into it too.
Yeah.
it was sick.
It didn't make any sense why she was doing what she was doing. Was she just helping Kingpin for no reason?
Well, no, she's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Cool. You gotta have something like
That's
Kingpin. Kingpin was trying to bring his damn family back.
Yeah, I mean, she
Well,
went
yeah,
to
well, why
the
are-
portals to other dimensions.
Where are all the other people?
Well, they probably paid him. Oh, I guess maybe they paid her then.
Yeah.
You know.
It's the bad guy team.
So they still have.
It's just a team.
You know, you can't just be like, "Hey, I'm a bad person, so I want to kill people."
Well, we didn't get the luxury of that backstory.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And she just seemed like she was there. She's actually my least valuable character.
Oh, wow.
Spoiling it. I did not like
liked
her.
her.
Oh, you.
No.
She was in a lot of
And,
cool
like,
scenes. Like
yeah.
when they're chasing him in the forest, that was cool.
Yeah, she like pissed me off too. Like she seemed to come in right when I was like, oh, like they're starting to bond or they're starting to like really hit it off, and she'd just come in. I'm like, come on, damn it, you know.
So just a little quip that I saw on Reddit a couple days ago about that scene when they're whipping through the forest. They rendered Peter Parker at 60 frames a second to make him look smoother, and Miles at 30 frames a second. So
That's really interesting.
So it makes Miles look a lot clunkier and not as experienced and as Peter.
That's awesome. How like
Yeah.
everything they did with
I mean,
just
just the amount of
how it looked was
putting
amazing.
That detail into it.
A lot
is-
of smart people definitely worked.
oh yeah, and like you know Sony's hurting, you know,
Yeah.
because Venom bombed. They did really good with Logan. And like there's reports going around that Sony's finally gonna give up Spider-Man and Venom and everything, and everybody was pumped because we want Venom in the MCU and all that stuff. And then they come out with this, and this was a really good Spider-Man movie, you know. And like they found a way to have their own twist to it instead of because MCU Spider-Man, Tom Holland's doing amazing with that.
Oh yeah,
and those writers, Far From Home was absolutely amazing film.
Yeah, it was.
And this film was just as good. If not, I think this film was probably better, in my opinion.
I haven't seen Far From Home yet.
Far From Home is really good.
It's so good. I mean,
I liked Homecoming a little better.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's the first. It's the well.
I also
first.
like. Okay, this is good. I mean, it's not really a spoil. I guess it's not really. For Far From Home, the main villain's Mysterio, and he uses a lot of mind tricks. And I thought, and it was like. It was very lively and colorful and the mind tricks and stuff. And I was like thinking about it, I'm like, that really, do you think they might have got like influenced by Into the Spider-Verse because it kind of had the same feel with like lights flashing around and shit. And I was like, I had to draw the comparison, especially after this came out after it,
I mean, I'm sure they had all that working in progress before.
This had to been good. But it just seemed, I was like, wow, like this is the first time ever Sony kind of had the one up on them, We always make fun of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and stuff. Spider-Man 3.
I love
looking
that
like me with my comb over.
At the very beginning of the movie, when I think it's Peter Parker's introducing himself to the actual Spider-Man, when they show the scene where he does the...
Oh, yeah.
He's like, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
It was so good. Just they're trashing what they know is bad.
Oh, yeah. And that's cool that they can kind of get up from there.
Well, I mean, everyone else makes fun of it. So.
Who's your least valuable character, Harlan? Or do you have one?
Oh, I do.
It's hard to find one.
Mine was Gwen Stacy.
What?
Yes.
I love Gwen, dude.
She's the love interest.
She is the love interest.
She did nothing to move the plot along besides saying...
She's the love interest.
She literally...
She
landed in a random universe, all right? And like came up with a plan on the spot to pretend to be an exchange student just to meet Miles so they could all get this going.
But
I thought that was cool. I was like, oh wow, like that's cool.
They planted her.
She was.
And she came in and saved him.
Why was she in the lab?
forest?
Did she work there?
No, she was just
in
as
the
a
lab.
disguise.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think she did anything to help the plot move along. I mean, or not help. She helped move
She
the plot
saved
along.
them in the forest, right?
I mean, Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's right.
Peter B. Parker would have saved them anyway.
I don't know. Peter B. He was
they were-
really struggling at first.
They were getting taken down, I thought, when she came in.
No, she tied them up when they were going away.
Or Doc Ock stole the computer back.
Yeah.
That's what she did.
The only
And then
reason,
they got
but the
computer.
only reason she's stolen back is because Gwen whipped them to the tree.
I don't know.
And tied him up. So she was my least valuable character.
Who's yours?
Mine was Penny Parker, the little Chinese Spider-Man.
Oh, you didn't like her?
She
With
did
her
not-
little
she did nothing.
Her robot?
She didn't beat anybody in a
Well,
fight.
neither did Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, but
He didn't do it. He was badass.
He was so.
I was
you
really
want to talk
pumped.
about him?
Go ahead, yeah.
He's my
talk about it.
favorite
Oh my-
character.
You like Spider-Man Noir?
First of all,
What was it?
Nicolas
Nick
Cage.
Cage.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hello.
So I didn't know that until I watched it today. I was like,
don't
who
know if
is
that's-
this guy?
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Nicolas
I'm not a real
Cage.
fan.
Nicolas Cage comes in. Okay, for my quote, I have 17. Basically, my entire quote page is just Noir quotes.
Oh my god. What was it? The one about the wind? I keep feeling wind and it smells like rain or something.
Basically, they were like, when they were introducing the other ones, they were like, is he in black and white? Where's the wind coming from? We're in a basement. Where I go, the wind follows. The wind smells like rain.
Yeah, that's it. That one got me chuckling.
That's amazing.
He
I
didn't
love
do
Noir.
anything. He just shot one liners.
Yeah, but he was hilarious.
Yeah, but that's all you needed.
He was
I mean,
hilarious. I like to drink egg. I like to drink egg cream and fight Nazis a lot.
Wait, what? How did I not hear
I
this
like to
one?
drink
Yeah,
egg cream
because
and
he's
fight
during like
Nazis
the
a
40s,
lot.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1930 something. Yeah,
All right, well,
he was great.
Who's your least valuable
I said it was Doc Ock.
Ock,
Yeah. I wasn't a fan
Yeah,
of
but
it.
the Penny Parker.
Yeah, Penny Parker.
She didn't do anything.
What are you talking about?
She was a fun little.
You had that
person.
And it was kind of stupid whenever her big robot died. I wanted more out of that.
Yeah.
Instead, it was just like, oh, he's
That's
dead.
what I'm saying. She just got messed up the whole film. Like
Yeah.
she just got crapped on.
She saved the spider at the end, though, so she probably built another suit.
She's got that
Well, that was
psychic
her spider,
connection,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one that, instead of her getting bit by the spider she made a suit for the
Controls the
spider.
Yeah, she's got a psychic connection.
Brilliant.
with it.
So she's actually a genius.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
so it's like Tony Stark
Yeah.
with
Did
the
you not
spider
hear her
suit.
say, "Can you hardwire or hack a mainframe while getting shot at?"
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Penny Parker, get out of here.
And also, you
didn't
know
need
what? I didn't understand how it was like all of them against Kingpin. One Spider-Man can usually pick. He can handle Kingpin. You know, one Spider-Man can. Now you got 7 out there and they can't do it.
What do you mean? They were fighting everybody.
Yeah, they were fighting other people,
fighting
but
Scorpion.
sometimes you had 2 or 3
And they
against
were also
one.
dealing with dimensions coming in and out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were having
in
those
a
seizures.
Weird time warp. Which was like
Epileptics.
an insane visuals. They're just like, they're in like, I don't even know what you call it. What was the thing called that put
A black hole creator.
something like that?
Oh, yeah.
And they were in that room, and then like
Yeah.
the room just transformed.
so
and, like,
cool.
Oh
stuff's
yeah,
coming
that
in and
ending
out.
fight was amazing when
Yeah,
they're
it was
jumping on
awesome.
the train and
was
fighting.
awesome.
Yeah, I
The
like
whole
that a
thing,
lot.
the whole thing was awesome.
Yeah. So I had 2 characters from Elise Violet. I also did his dad.
You didn't like his dad?
I hated his
Did
fucking dad.
His dad loved him.
cop.
Yeah, but
I love
still,
His dad had a couple emotional scenes.
Yeah.
Harlan doesn't like emotion. That's what I'm learning from this.
the red beard.
He was he had my favorite quote when he's on the PA thing. And
Oh.
Oh yeah.
yeah, Miles is
I
like
have
telling
that
him,
one, too.
he's like telling him to drive, like keep driving, and he gets out of the car and he's like, "Say I love you back." Tell your dad you love him.
That's the dad I'm gonna.
And I'm
be,
like, that's
I promise.
freaking perfect.
Yeah, that's
I
the
thought
dad.
at the beginning of the film, I watched this film when I had the flu, so I was like, I didn't really want to watch the film. I wanted to be moving around, but I had nothing to do, So I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. This looks like a decent movie. I heard it was good, so I watched it, and that was the first part where I actually I busted out laughing. I was like, what the hell? I didn't expect that. Like I didn't expect the
really
movie to be good,
Yeah.
so. I thought I loved that part, and his dad was great. I loved him.
know.
He cared about him. I wish at the end
And
he would have. Whenever he hugged his dad or asked Spider-Man, he hugged him. I wish he would have told him that. It was,
Yeah, but
Yeah, but his dad's
yeah,
still.
you can.
Nah.
Yeah, you can.
Because
then you got to deal with
With
no,
all
you're
the-
not being Spider-Man. He's that
Well,
kind of
and
dad.
you also got to deal with
But if he,
people know who he is now.
Yeah.
Or his dad knows he's Spider-Man. His dad's not.
I don't think that matters as much, but I think if there's anybody that can keep a secret, it's your dad.
oh yeah,
Depending, case by case, I guess.
his
But
dad's a cop, and think about all the horrible things he says about Spider-Man. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't
So
just
why would
be
you
like.
want, why would you want to tell your dad? After
that's what I'm saying.
I would
He'd be
I would
like,
tell
"Son."
him. I'd be like, hey, I'm the new Spider-Man.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
he'd be like, you're not putting yourself in danger. He'd
Yeah.
go
Oh,
dead.
yeah, but you.
Because how old is Miles?
I don't know.
15.
Was he in college or high school?
I think he was in middle school.
Yeah, he was.
Like
he's
no
pretty
joke,
young.
I think they were talking about 8th grade.
Oh,
Like him going to an art school. It's like one of those fancy
No, I know. I'm
institute
saying
ones. Yeah.
I'm just that.
Yeah, I
I
think
didn't know
he's-
where to place him.
middle or high school.
yeah.
It's a high voice. But
Same.
yeah, the dad had the scene where he was going to tell him that his uncle died, and he
Oh,
came
yeah.
up to the door and he's tied to the chair. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, emotional.
That was. Yeah, that was real sad.
Well, you got some quotes? I want to hear some quotes.
I just had that one.
Oh, just the one? Do you have quotes?
Yeah, I got a couple. So right after, spoilers, Kingpin kills the first Spider-Man. Miles kind of gasp, and Kingpin goes, "Who's that?" Kill him.
Oh yeah, kill that guy.
Crack me up.
Kill that guy.
Yeah, just kill that guy. That's really all I have for my favorite
All right,
quotes.
I'm rattling mine.
Yeah,
You had 30 of them.
They're in the lab, right?
Okay.
Peter Parker and Miles. They got that computer and they're walking through the lab in their Spider-Man suits. He said, "This would be a great time to turn invisible." Okay, not going to turn invisible. Then he's picking the bagel out. You remember that? He's
yeah.
he's selecting a bagel, act super normal, and then they all pull out their guns and shit. Peter Porker. What is it? I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet. No other reason. You remember that when he's
Yeah.
introducing himself? Yeah, I like to drink egg cream and fight Nazis a lot. That was probably my favorite one. Noir's about to fight. We don't pick the ballroom. We just dance. Are you kidding me? We don't pick the
So,
ballroom.
first off,
we just
Can
dance.
we also talk about how much of a badass Aunt May was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Dude.
really cool. She had that super unit in the basement.
Yeah. Took the baseball bat and beat the shit out of.
Was it Tombstone? I think it was
Tombstone.
God, Tombstone. What a bitch.
Yeah.
Getting beat up by an old woman. But I thought it was funny. Like, Aunt May was like, they were like introducing themselves, and they were like, she was like, "You're from another universe."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "What?" And then they like
She's
go
smart.
in.
She knows.
Well, then they go in and meet all the other people, and then it's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, she's already met 3 of these."
Oh.
And then Noir, I'm taking this cube thing with me. I don't understand it, but I will.
Yeah.
He takes the Rubik's cube, jumps back into his dimension.
So that's one of my notes is Noir Parker Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. And then basically, I mean, if you want to really go most memorable quote, it's like, okay, let's do this one last time.
Oh, yeah.
They say that 7 times.
I think I pitched the idea of doing 3 like intros to this podcast
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, those are my quotes. I don't know what else we got here.
How well did it age? What do you think? I mean, it came out last year.
It's not old.
Yeah, I think it's
But-
gonna. I'm just going with how I think it's gonna age. I think it's gonna age fine with the art style and how it is.
Yeah.
With the score and the soundtrack for it's amazing. Anytime.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime Prowler or Doc Ock or any of the.
God, oh yeah, Prowler's like just the sounds. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would get me so freaking scared.
Yeah, just anytime the baddies are on screen, it's just the music's great.
I
Yeah.
agree. But yeah, I think it's going to age well because, like, I don't know, the visuals.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah,
like, that's never not going to
That art style is not
I think
gonna fail.
I really think this film is like huge for that style of animation because it was like it's a 50-50 shot when you do something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
because normal animation's amazing. You look at like Moana and like all these normal like Pixar films, they're all the similar style, The Incredibles, all that like
Well, that's
realistic
also-
claim and Toy
that's
Story.
also Pixar's type of animation.
Well, yeah, and like I mean, even if you go from like anime perspective, it's
Yeah.
all kind of the same stuff. And this was like kind of its first. This is the first of its own kind with the kind of way that they did it. And like how you're saying they
Yeah,
were
so-
slowing down FPS and stuff like that.
Yeah. So for some, I don't know why, but for some reason, the film's art style reminded me of the Fantastic Mr. Fox, even though it's not even remotely
Yeah.
close. Fantastic Mr. Fox, I think it's claymation, and this isn't.
Yeah. I think right now this is like the pinnacle of U.S. animation.
It's definitely going to get people to try it again.
Just because,
yeah.
like I've never seen an animation film that had that many lights and the way that it was done. This was the first of its
Which is
kind.
cool. Like,
Oh, yeah.
everything that happened, it was just
And
cool.
we're all 20 plus years old watching an animated film and being entirely
in awe,
enjoyed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like one of the first things I thought about this movie was if I was a kid, and this I guess will lead into
just-
my like rewatchable. If this came out when I was like 12, I would
Oh,
watch
yeah,
this.
you're watching
I would watch
that
this 100
so
times.
much, yeah.
I would watch it 100 times.
I mean, so
This movie's so sick.
Well, like, jump into that. What's your scale?
Rewatchable.
Yeah.
I had 2.5.
2.5.
so since it's been out,
2.5 out of 3.
Got it.
That's big.
That is big.
I would watch this. I would definitely like. This was just on. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
And I can't say that about a lot of stuff.
True.
So
it just
since-
looks cool, man.
Since it's been out on Netflix, I've watched it 3 times already.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I bought it like 3 weeks after I was able to buy it on digital services.
You bought it.
Well, rented it.
Should have waited out the. Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
not bought
I was
it.
gonna
I
say.
was pumped about this thing.
Oh, dude,
He
yeah.
found a hidden gem.
Yeah, it was.
Now everybody knows about it.
I mean, so yeah, I'm with Caleb. It was 2.5. I mean, not something I'm not going to turn away from.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's on TV, it's definitely going to stay on for background noise. Like something I don't need to sit down and watch if I'm full laundry or something. But it's nice to have in there.
Is there
Yeah.
going to be a sequel?
Yeah. They're talking about a whole freaking.
Because I don't know if you watched after the
They're
credits.
talking
They did some nice-
sequels.
I didn't see any extra credits.
Oh yeah, when he talks to Gwen.
Yeah.
Oh, that was considered the after credits. I thought that was just the end of the movie.
Wait, no.
Or not
They
that.
go back into like the 50s Spider-Man. They do the meme. They
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I do
I remember
remember
that.
I don't know if that was something or not, but
I think it was just.
I'm not
Yeah,
that,
that
in
was
touch
probably
with
just
it.
yeah.
It was the meme.
Because at the time they did not know if they were going to get a sequel out of it.
No, I'm.
Because they like
That's a shot in the dark, right?
yeah, they literally didn't know if this film was going to be anything. It could have bombed, and they would have
Yeah,
been like, oh
that's
yeah,
true.
we know it was going to happen. My rewatchable scale, I did 1.5.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
I did, because I feel like the style and the animation is so amazing that it's one of those films that reminds me of like a horror film that starts out with like just blood and guts, like people getting mowed down, and then by the end of the movie you'd be like, okay, like if somebody gets their head chopped off, you're like, okay, I don't care, because I've seen it so much. That's what I feel like. That's why I wouldn't want to watch this movie repeatedly, is because that animation style, I don't want to get immune to it because of how amazing it was the first time I watched it. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Which might devalue the movie. So like,
Don't
this is a
ruin it.
film that I would watch like again probably in like a year or two, just to like be like, oh yeah, like I remember when the last time I watched this, and you're just like in awe
Yeah,
again.
You're back in how it was before.
Yeah, so that's why I give it a 1.5, because I'd definitely rewatch it again. It's an unbelievable film, but I feel like if you watch it a lot, you're gonna get immune to the little things that you'd catch and be like, holy shit, like that looks really cool, or that looks really cool.
I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I agree with, I wish I could watch it again, but I'm just a nitpicky.
Like, as a 23-year-old person, am I gonna go home and like watch this every night?
Yeah.
No. But
Exactly.
like, if I was 10, like I said,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
this would be something I just watch. I
Exactly.
Just drill into the ground until I got bored of it. But yeah. So a couple more things before we go on. So Uncle Aaron teaches him about the shoulder touch.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought that would be a good move for you. You ever try
The
it?
shoulder touch.
You ever try the shoulder touch?
Yeah, it leads to the move
Hey.
called the lawsuit, or the slap across the
No.
face,
The lawsuit.
or the hey, why are you touching my shoulder? And then it goes. There's nothing after a
that?
shoulder touch.
Was that a nut?
That's no. That's me
Oh.
being embarrassed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Sounds similar.
My nut is.
That sounds pretty close.
It's different facial expressions.
Oh, okay.
First
Okay,
one's-
I got you.
Second one's.
That's not.
You can see the cameras if you go on YouTube and check us out. We got a 3-camera setup.
Putting the big dog to work, the producer dog.
Yeah.
So I think we've skipped
working
some-
9 to
What
5
about your
now.
favorite moments of the movie?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I just like every moment
The
with
ending
noir.
fight scene, obviously. was-
Yeah.
Yeah, the fight scenes were all dope.
Oh, so yeah.
I guess it would be the ending fight scene.
I liked
Just
when
'cause,
Peter was teaching him. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
was
like
cool.
just him going through the woods.
Yeah.
So at least the moment that made me laugh the hardest was when you first meet Peter B. Parker and he's knocked out. And Miles is just dragging him through the train, whacking his face on everything.
Yeah, that was cool.
And he's like, "Oh, I didn't kill you."
Yeah. I was laughing through the entire thing.
Yeah, that was great.
I liked every single time they introduced a new Spider-Man too. Though.
Yeah.
That was good.
Like that was cool how they all had like a
Hey, let's just do
backstory
this
that
one more
made so
time.
much sense. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I thought it was weird that like they were so accepting that they were in another dimension.
Well, they're Spider-Man.
Yes,
Like
yeah,
they've
I mean,
seen some
oh,
shit.
yeah.
You know, they know.
They're like, "This is just another day at the park."
Think about it. You got bit by a spider, and you've been Spider-Man for 3 years. And
Whoa,
somebody
whoa,
says, "Hey,
whoa.
there's another."
In Peter Parker's case, he was bit by a radioactive.
Oh yeah. Or you got bit by a pig, and you've been solving crime for years.
Also,
If somebody's like, "Hey, guess what? There's a different universe," you'd be like, "All right, cool. I can shoot webs out my arm."
He threw a "That's all, folks" at us. I don't know if you guys.
I did.
did.
Yeah. And then
Fantastic.
what is it? Peter said, "Is that copyright or something?"
Yeah, can you say that? Can you
say that?
Can
Is
you
that-
legally say that?
Yeah. That was freaking.
He was
hilarious.
funny as hell the whole movie.
Oh yeah. That was, yeah.
So I do love like when they are going back and reintroducing everything. If you notice like the Spider-Gwen intro, where when she gets shot through the portal, she's like extremely graceful and athletic, and then Peter B. Parker's, he's
Yeah.
just like bumping into everything,
Yeah,
wax his head.
I think that adds into like.
Dude,
the
I didn't even get to
personality.
say. Or have you guys said your most valuable characters yet?
Oh no.
No,
Oh shit, yeah. Well,
well,
yeah, keep going with what you're saying. I was just making sure.
so
I
yeah,
know
I mean,
where we're
just it shows you how like how much more graceful Gwen is compared to Peter Parker.
A couple of them, because I actually wrote down Miles feels like he's running from shit the whole movie,
Oh, yeah.
and he falls like every 10
Oh yeah.
steps.
Well, it's also
he just falls.
He doesn't tie his shoes.
Yes,
That,
true.
Yeah.
that was
That
one
was
of my
pissing
points.
me off.
It was a style
I don't
choice.
tie my
Hey.
shoes.
Yeah, because you guys are stupid.
I don't got my laces flopping about. I got them tucked in.
I love that the point.
What do you have to do if you have to run?
Tie my shoes. What about?
What are you getting
So what, if
chased?
Doc Ock is chasing you, you're just gonna say, "Hold on, Doc
Yeah.
Ock, let me
Well,
tie my shoes."
yeah.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if I'm just constantly paranoid of being robbed, then I would tie my
That's
shoes.
why I
but-
tie my shoes.
Yeah.
And
answer.
exhibit number 2 is I'm always ready to race anybody at any given time.
Yeah, like 15-year-old girls.
Yeah, and guess who
you're-
dusted that 15-year-old girl? Bingo.
Who's 6 foot tall?
And
You
I
have
had-
no idea what we're talking about.
And I had jeans on
Congratulations.
and was drunk.
Most valuable character. Who wants to go first?
I got it. Mine was Peter B. Parker.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was gonna say, I mean, he was the one who came back. He helped.
He's hilarious. I think
Divorced.
he's the funniest one in the movie.
Yeah.
He just has a shitty life. He eats fast food
Everybody keeps
every
calling him
day.
fat.
Yeah.
Every
Mary
single
Jane left his ass.
Ah,
Every single character calls him fat at least once.
He has such. Yeah, he's just so funny.
He's a different shape. So, once again, we dive into the meaning of valuable. Okay.
Here we go.
Without
this guy, nothing would have happened.
Exactly.
Even though there's
Alright,
8
without
other
him-
characters.
without this person, the movie couldn't exist.
so you're saying Kingpin?
Kingpin.
Oh, boo.
I like Kingpin.
Kingpin. He's the most
Kingpin was
valuable.
great.
He fucks everything up. He brings all the other Spider-Man into
And he had
the
a good reason to
Spider-Verse.
fuck it up too.
Yeah, he wanted
He's
his
like,
family
yeah,
back.
he wanted to bring his family back.
If he
family
doesn't do what he does, the movie doesn't happen.
Who's the director?
Caleb.
The Spider-Man don't.
My
all
most
the-
valuable character is Sony.
The director.
Because if Sony wasn't
Well,
around,
let's just bring it back. Stan Lee, most valuable.
Stanley, most valuable character. He was
Stanley's mother.
the sperm and the egg that
We
created
just
Stan Lee.
trace it.
Stanley's dad's ball sack is absolutely amazing.
We just traced a family tree back.
What about the Stan Lee cameo?
That was great.
That was
Yeah, it's
He had a
fantastic.
good one-liner too.
Was
I
that
can't
his
remember.
last one?
Yeah, I think so. I think they were
What?
saying that.
I
That's
think-
his last cameo.
Yeah.
I thought they had a bunch filmed already.
I thought I don't know. Well, I mean,
They might have.
Was he in the new Spider-Man?
No. No, he wasn't.
no.
No, yeah.
Oh, I thought they said they had a bunch filmed. How long ago did he die? It
Must
wasn't that
2
long.
years ago?
A year? Maybe last year?
I thought they had a
Look
bunch
when
filmed.
Stan Lee died.
I think last summer.
Last summer.
He
Yeah.
says,
was
I
like,
think last summer.
You like Stan Lee, Luke?
I like DC.
Oh, my God.
boo.
He likes
Like shit
DC.
film.
What the
Here,
shit?
we'll do Suicide Squad and just shit on
Let's
the
go watch
table, and that'll be
Aquaman.
the review.
Aquaman.
Aquaman was the worst
That-
film I've ever seen.
What?
The
I thought
visuals
that
are
got
cool.
they got really good ratings.
That was a terrible movie.
No, I
Have you
thought-
seen that?
Aquaman.
I
you
think
should
Wonder
watch
Woman's
it.
the only good movie.
I love
DC's
Wonder
made.
Woman.
Yeah,
Aquaman
What are you talking about? The freaking Batman trilogy.
Aquaman was
That's still the
garbage.
greatest films, or greatest superhero films. Nothing stopped it.
Aquaman was garbage. The visuals were cool, but oh
Never
my
seen
God, the acting was.
I still can't
horrendous.
believe that you're saying Kingpin.
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 King-
He
It
brought
was
all
really
the
cool.
spider people in. He brought them all there.
I liked how
He brought in the
'cause
reinforcements.
how I was saying earlier about like Green Goblin and all that. Like none of them, other than maybe getting paid.
Yeah, and he brought all the villains together.
So
Kingpin's the most valuable,
I would love to see
along with Stanley's
how,
ball sack. I mean, his dad's ball sack. Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Stanley's ball sack doesn't even matter.
I would love to see like just a Miles Green Goblin face off. Just because
Yeah.
that monster ass Green
What
Goblin.
happened to Green Goblin? Did he die?
He did. He got smashed along with Peter Parker.
Oh yeah.
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 He died at the beginning. Yeah, I wonder why he wasn't at the
Yeah.
big fight. I thought they were gonna bring him back. I thought he just got smashed. No, he's dead.
So I don't know if you guys caught this at all. When the flashback with Spider Gwen was the Peter Parker in that universe the crocodile? I can't think of his.
What? I don't know.
It looked like he had scales.
I didn't notice it.
Vulture or whatever, or not Vulture?
No, I can't.
Goddamn.
I want to say Doc Croc, but it's not Doc
Doctor Croc.
God crap. Sounds like look like look like Fallon, dude.
Luke got,
likes the
Luke
Crocs.
gets like misdiagnosed or something. He's like, yeah, freaking
Croc.
Doc Croc over here got me the wrong antibiotic.
Just Croc.
Doc Croc of shit.
Doc Croc. Oh man, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think he is. I want to say for some reason.
I always want to call him Killer Croc, but that's DC. Yeah, Killer Croc's
I don't
DC. He's one of my favorite villains.
Yeah.
I never knew the Spider-Man. The Lizard?
Yeah, I just can't think of what he's called.
The Lizard?
I don't know.
Dr. Lizard?
All right, should we rate it?
Yeah. All right.
Gave it a 2.
Okay. You want to say why?
I mean, I feel like we've played the case pretty
Yeah.
well. It's rewatchable, very entertaining. I feel like 2.5 would be a
Sufficient.
little high. but I gave it a 2. Is that what
Okay.
you gave it? 2.5?
I give it a 3.
Oh,
Just
see,
because-
I can't be
So you're
giving these
saying-
movies perfect ratings.
I don't like
So wait.
animation films that much. I don't. I'm not a fan of like if I see like how you said you watch every Disney film. I don't watch them because I feel like it's for kids. Like
It is for
Moana.
kids.
Yeah, Moana. Well, but some they can,
Oh, yeah, there's
push for the
definitely
older.
references.
And like this film definitely did a good job,
Mm-hmm.
looking good for the older audience. So I gave it a 3 just because of where we're at in animation right now and how it was different. And,
definitely
and it had its own amazing storyline and everything that was going against it. Like I said before about the whole Sony and Marvel stuff going on and how they could have easily bombed this film and they didn't. So I give it a 3 just because I think it's, right now, I'd say it's the best Spider-Man movie they've
Loved
ever
it.
made.
You think so?
Yeah, and like I loved Far From Home. I mean, I would give the rating, but I don't want to say it if we end up doing a podcast on
So
it.
then I'm confused on how you gave the rewatchability a 1.5.
Because you can
But-
still be an
yeah.
amazing film. Like Green
agree
Mile,
with that.
Green Mile, I give like a 2.5, but rewatchable, I give it like a 1 because it's a 4-hour
Yeah,
long
well,
movie.
okay, then stipulations like
Yeah,
that.
there's stuff like that,
Yeah.
but like this film, like it's a 3, but it's rewatchable of 1.5 because I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Okay.
Like the more times I watch it, I'd be like, maybe it's a
Yeah,
2
the more we
because
get
I'm not. Because I remember the first time I watched it, the animation was unbelievable. It's crazy, but if I watch it 10 more times, I'm gonna be like.
Yeah.
The animation's so-so. I don't
agree.
care about it. I'm not picking up on the little things because I'm immune to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's my
So,
rating
yeah,
for
for
it.
me, it's probably the rating's probably at 2.5. I say it's a pretty
So
damn
I'm the
entertaining.
lowest, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Very good movie. Well, good stuff. You guys did great.
Yeah, so I just
Thanks,
kind
thanks for
of.
joining us, huh?
No problem.
Did you have
Just
fun?
kinda- I always have
Harlan
fun.
always has fun. Harlan's a very thoughtful guy,
Very
despite
thoughtful.
what many may think.
We need to get you on like a video game one. I feel like you do good on that.
Just give me talk about anything, I guess. So just
Exactly.
kind of reworking back in the Spider-Gwen universe. Peter Parker is a lizard. He's the lizard.
The Lizard. I knew his name was the Lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
like
don't doubt
he's
you.
in
Don't
Andrew.
point that thing at
Ar-
me.
Yeah. So he's in
point something else
Andrew Garfunkel. Or
Yeah,
whatever his name is.
Garfunkel. Yeah, that shitty
Simon,
Spider-Man.
yeah.
Thank God everybody hated that Spider-Man.
Garfunkel.
It was
Garfield?
shit.
I thought people liked that.
Yeah, it did.
I mean,
I didn't watch it.
no.
okay,
it was,
when
it
you're
was freaking horrible.
From
People,
jumping from Spider-Man 3 to Andrew Garfield, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard going from shit to less shit.
he's just a douchebag.
Who?
Andrew Garfield.
There's still a lot of Tobey Maguire truthers.
Oh,
out there.
well, I mean,
I like Tobey Maguire.
The first two.
Nick raised his hand. Nick's a Tobey Maguire.
Tobey
truther.
Maguire is like the most authentic, besides Tom Holland. I think Tom Holland
Holland's
does a great.
perfect.
Yeah,
I
Tom.
don't know about perfect, but Tobey Maguire was really good on the aspect of like Andrew Garfield. When Uncle Ben died, he cries for 10 minutes. Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire, he's still bitching about it. Spider-Man 3, he's still crying because that fucked him up.
So the way it is-
Andrew Garfield's like, screw it, I'm gonna go smoke my jewel and ride my skateboard. I'm like, fuck you. Your uncle just died. Are you caring about him?
Millennial
Damn it.
Spider-Man.
Millennial. That's literally what he was. He's like, oh, I'm so cool.
Yeah, so-
And then Tobey Maguire, I'm like, holy shit! If he gets Mary Jane, that's him. That she's reaching. Like that's bad.
Settling you.
Yeah, settling. Yeah, he's reaching. That's way out of his league. Andrew Garfield's just pounding everybody.
Well, you know what? He's got Emma Stone.
Yeah, he couldn't even save Gwen Stacy. Snaps her damn neck.
Spoilers, man.
I know that movie came out like 2010. I know it's a part of the comics. It's supposed to happen, but still, I'm glad that he's the one that killed her and not any other Spider-Man.
Why'd they have to kill Emma Stone?
Because she was Gwen Stacy.
I know.
Gwen Stacy doesn't live. That's why she died.
I just like Emma Stone.
And if they would have made more Spider-Man, that's whenever you bring in Mary Jane. But they couldn't because he sucked ass at Spider-Man.
They made 2 of those, right?
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, the first one.
I didn't see either of those.
the
The first one
Was the lizard?
It was the lizard.
Second one was Shocker.
Yeah.
The Shocker. With what's his name?
My God.
God, the guy from Django.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Thanks, Nick,
Jamie
from the
Foxx
sidecar.
was in those
He was
movies?
Shocker.
Yeah.
The
They
Shocko.
also had the
Mr.
Rhino-
Shocko, whatever the hell his name
They
was.
also had the Rhino in it too.
Did they? Oh yeah, they did have Rhino.
Rhino?
Like
the
the
Rhino.
Shocker and the Rain Man. What'd you say?
Rhino.
Rhino.
Rhino. Oh,
The
okay.
guy from the memes. That guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really got off topic here.
We did.
But it's
all right. No,
Spider-Man.
we're still talking
It's
about
Spider-Man. So yeah, I like Miles as Spider-Man. I'll put him up there.
Yeah.
You know, he's definitely not the worst. That's damn sure. Andrew Garfield.
That's Garfunkel.
Sorry, he just sucks.
If you're watching
I
Juul.
flipped off the camera for those on SoundCloud.
Smoke my jewel and ride my skateboard.
What about that for memorable quotes?
That's hilarious.
That's all I
the most
got from that
memorable quote
movie.
of this podcast.
So yeah, what if we're doing a median rating of all of it? It's like a 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5. You know, that's fine. That was a good film. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was really surprised by it too.
Pro Spider-Man.
All right.
Any final thoughts on the movie pod?
I like it.
You like the movie pod, or you like the movie?
No, I like the movie.
Oh, okay.
About the movie pod.
But you don't like the pod.
Yeah.
Oh, the pod.
The movie
no,
pod.
sucked. I just came here to talk.
Forget on that. Yeah, the movie pod.
I've been trying to find someone to talk about the movie with this movie for like a year now.
Well, you're welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Well, we don't
glad
have
to
an
have you
NBA
on.
podcast this week. Joe, if you got anything, get it out.
Me? I do have
No,
something.
Nick. I'm looking straight. Yes,
Nick,
you
apparently he
goon.
wants you on the damn. You got to get yours. You go first.
I mean-
mine's kind of dissing at you.
Dissing me?
Yeah, just go.
What does it say?
Just go.
Is it about your punctuality? You got me ditching?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, Chase
that
is
what
late
yours
to
is?
everything. That's
That's
my
true.
final thought. No, I'm not. Okay.
How's it going?
I'm not.
Just kidding. I don't.
I'm
have
a
sex.
busy man. I'm a 23-year-old with a lot going on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. A
can't
lot
be-
going on.
I can't be.
I had to watch Spider-Man.
Well, I had to sit here and do this
Even
with
though
you.
I would have had 2 hours to spare if I went at the
I
time
had
that
to do
Chase
my
went.
notes, and I had to listen.
God damn.
Okay.
It
You act like the notes were so difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I had to make
This
sure I
is
got
not the
all the
point.
noir quotes
This is not the
that I
point.
could think of.
This is not the point. The point is Chase is late to everything. That's
I'm
the point.
fine with that.
Chase is an hour
We're
late
talking
minimum to
talking about the
everything.
gym today. You didn't have the motivation.
Dude, I
It's
didn't even
all
know.
right.
I didn't even know you were alive. If you would have hit me up at like 1 and say, "Hey, can we go at 3?" I would have been like, "Yeah, we can go at
Well,
3."
at 3, I said, "Hey, I'm
You
ready
would have said,
to go."
"Hey, you want to go?" And I was already in the thick of it. I had started my day already. I need you to be punctual, okay? I need you to
He was masturbating.
go to your.
Caleb.
Yeah, well,
Quit being a little bitch.
Thank
my
you.
God,
Hey, guess
whatever.
what? That makes
Well-
2 of us, buddy.
listen, I wanted to go. I'm
But
finally
am I late to
motivated.
everything? Yes.
I'm finally motivated. I finally
Good.
want to do
I
something.
wish you could go tomorrow.
You've ditched me twice. We went
Okay.
yesterday.
First time was my fault. Today?
Both times were your fault. You were hungover
was-
twice.
When?
You were hungover twice and we
Today?
didn't go. No, not today.
I missed you twice?
Yes.
I swear I missed you
You
once.
said let's go twice, and we missed it twice.
I don't remember the second
Yeah.
time. I remember the
Hungover
one.
Chase. All right, shoot your
one.
shots.
All right, so since there's no NBA pod, let's just talk about this.
Basketball?
Yeah, beginning of the summer. All right, let's go back to that before NBA free agency, or
First
right
off,
after Al.
I'm completely out of my element with basketball.
It's fine. This is just me yelling at him, or not really. I'm just stating facts. At the beginning of the summer, right whenever free agency started, Al Horford signed with the 76ers, and I said, hey, or was saying that he's going to leave the Celtics. I said, hey, why don't they look at Enes Kanter? Caleb said that was a stupid idea.
I did
Didn't
not
work.
say that.
Caleb said that's not going to work. He's
You
gonna want-
reword these things.
He's like,
I did not say that.
It's going to cost too much money.
I said maybe they should pay someone that plays defense.
That's not
I
what you said at all.
Go
you
back
said,
and listen to
you
the
said
pods.
Canner is going to want more money. Canner's,
I did say
and
that.
I said I
thought he would.
guarantee you we can get him on a low end deal, and you said no.
Okay.
And
You're
then
right on that.
Chris Paul, it got in the news that Russell Westbrook wanted to get traded after Paul George. You were talking about suitors for it. I said, hey, what about OKC? They trade Russ. They trade Russ for Chris. They pick up the Chris Paul contract and just a shit ton of draft picks, and go with that. And Caleb said they're not going to take that big of a contract.
I still think I was right on that.
That's not going to happen. Why would they do that? Why would they make Chris Paul gets traded to OKC? And then also, finally, let's talk about this one because this one really irks me. Really irks me. For 2 years, I've been talking about Taco Fall on this fucking podcast, and every single time, Caleb's like, he's too big. He's not good. He can't make it in the NBA. He's not good. Taco Fall has an unbelievable summer league that gets everybody talking. And quote, I sent a video in Twitter of Taco Fall laterally moving, doing a block or a dunk or some shit. Caleb Reardon has the nerve to say, I think I'm starting to drink the Kool-Aid.
I am.
You would bludgeon me on the pod for saying that Taco Fall was an NBA player.
Okay, first of all, is he?
Yes.
What
G
team did he
League.
sign with?
He's not signed
not
yet,
under
but they're working on a deal.
Who is? The
Celtics.
Celtics will not sign him, I don't think.
They're under negotiations with him. He's going to be a part of the main red
Main
clause.
red clause, yeah.
I guarantee it.
That will be his contract if he gets one.
But yeah.
he's gotten a lot better.
And they literally said we're going to develop him. But you said he has no chance in hell in the
Yeah,
NBA.
he got a lot better. He got a lot better.
Okay, just saying.
So yeah, sure.
This guy's name's Taco Falls.
Yes, his name's
Taco Fall, and he's 7'6".
He's very tall.
7'6".
And he was. I saw him.
So what?
I hope he does.
I said he
I always
changed
root
his
for these
game.
guys.
I think even as soon as the end of the NCAA tournament, you said he wasn't going to make the league.
I mean,
I
what-
did, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Well,
tallest
he's
player
gotten a
in
lot,
NBA
dude.
history?
He had an
He's got a lot
insane
better since the end.
Yeah, the summer's done a lot for him.
Okay.
Getting with NBA guys, dude, you can't.
Oh yeah,
underestimate.
the summer league's helped him a lot.
Well,
Yeah, I give
working
him that.
out with NBA players.
But
the whole
his
summer.
senior year, he was looking like at least a
He's
prospect.
not this good.
Yes.
His senior year.
Oh, not this good.
No, he
No,
wasn't
but
at
yes,
all.
he's gotten better since the summer league. Sure,
I still
but he
think
was still an NBA prospect during his senior year, and I kept saying it on the pod. And Luke's like, "You talk about Taco every week," and then you would always say,
wasn't an
"He's not
NBA
going to
prospect. He didn't get drafted.
Yeah, we still got signed to a freaking G League team.
Summer league deal.
Yeah.
He has not gotten a G League deal yet.
Well, he's going to,
I think he will. I hope he does.
definitely going to.
I hope he does.
and I hope he does good
I hope
too.
he makes
'cause
the league.
then I can mention
Still
this
think I was
again.
right about Chris Paul.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
they
mean,
don't
I didn't say it was a good trade. I
don't
just
want
said
him.
OKC pick him up and
don't want
then
him.
trade him somewhere, and that's what they're trying to do. But now they're saying they
Nobody
might
wants him.
commit to him. All right, that's my final thought.
Let's say we're far from the Spider-Verse now.
Yeah. Might
Yeah,
have to separate that
we're in
out.
a weird universe
Might have
now.
to separate
Far
that
from
out.
home.
Oh,
Boo.
God. Nick says we're far from home. We're out. Spread the word.
Spread it.